Hello, welcome back. It's time to do some more research. I already forgot what I had planned. Anyway, I just need the Royal Forge, I guess. Do I have the regular furnace in the kiln? I do. Then it's the Royal Forge. It's super important to get the Royal Forge. I don't even know what the Royal Kitchen does, to be honest. No, let's cancel that. Well, the only way to cancel it is that I know is you have to go over there and cancel it. You cannot cancel it from there, which is a bit annoying. I want the silviculture post as fast as possible. The grain farm is not good because it uses water, and to get water you need the water tank, and you also need the dewery, the dew web, but for that I need the spiders. So I need the spiders basically to farm grain. The mushroom farm is much easier to maintain and to make, but for that I need to go deeper and find the mushroom themselves. Water pump. Interesting. See that before. This is the portal and the lift station. The mini storage. Guess I can do that. No. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. See, this is what I keep doing and it doesn't make sense and it doesn't work all the time. I need the pharmacy and the med bed right now. Well, not right now, but I should just make them so I don't forget about them later. Okay, so I think I'm done mostly with this stuff, and then I'll need to go into the tailor shop because it will produce clothes. Or the tannery. I'll have to go to the tannery because the tannery will sell shoes to the mice and leather sacks, which they will use to increase their carry capacity. I don't think we can use stuff like this. I mean, I'm sure we cannot use stuff like this. We need the red royal forge. Okay. This seems like it's a little bit better balanced. Let me carry the rocks because we still need a lot of rocks because otherwise some buildings will stop producing stuff. The forge will not... There's no point in assigning a mouse yet because if you assign a mouse over here, it will stop doing what it has to do and it will try to get resources for the things we don't have right now. So, can I make the kiln? I can. Can I make it here? No. Oh, one of the questions I never really answered is where do I put that? Because if that is destroyed or, damaged, all of the laws are deactivated and then you have to repair that and activate the laws again, which is a hassle, a big hassle. And this is... I cannot believe I'm going through such a hoop just so a tree can grow over there. And it would be so good if I can put that over there. This is not cool. This is not cool at all. I need to start terraforming or just changing the entire thing much faster. I think I want to build that point over there and then someone also will have to farm over here, not farm or just gather the stuff, I guess. I don't want to get attacked from this side, but I need to clear it up for future projects. Because once you put something down, it will be very hard to move it. 4 stones, 8 planks. Yeah, I'll have to do that manually, otherwise it will take forever for the mice to do it. Also, it doesn't show you how many mice are kind of without a job or free. Also don't have enough sticks to make other ladders, okay. So much stuff is... You always have something to do in the game, especially in the first 5 or 10 hours. What did I say I would do? I said I would carry dirt, right? He's a good helper. Okay, 4 more blocks. This game is so funny sometimes when you want to take a resource but you don't see it because a mouse already has it. It's kind of annoying. Let me think about it. I think I'll have to put someone in to work. The productivity will be in the kiln. Because we need more productivity in the kiln since the kiln will be needed for multiple purposes. But I don't want to build 2 of them. I want to make only 1. Has insufficient food. I will handle the food situation right away. This way, as you can see, will increase our wood consumption by a lot. So this is where things get really, really tricky. There's no conflict. Oh boy. Well, I see that they're struggling with certain things, so I think I'll have to make the prison soon. Yeah. Let's just research the prison so I don't forget about it later. Nope, nothing good. The lumber over there. Oh, well, strength increase, so now I can carry 5 things. What are we doing with the pickaxe? Be super careful you don't gather the wheat by accident, or you uproot the wheat by accident, or destroy the rabbit hole by accident. Since that will stop the rabbits from spawning. Did I make the storage over here? I wanted to make a tiny storage. And then the silviculture post is not really needed, but it's going to provide a big boost to everything around it. I guess we'll have to move the grain manually. Oh, look at how cute the bunnies are when they hop out of their little hole. Everything seems to be going according to the plan, except for the whole food situation, which I really need to sort badly. Yeah, it's kind of quiet, I have to say. The medbed was finished. We have charcoal coming in, so this means we can roll the forge. I need more productivity, but the mice are not really helping. Okay, so like I said, at some point you just don't have any choice. So this is how most people will play the game, so I'll play like this as well. Where are all of the productivity mice? I have my ability up to level 4, which is very rare. Get that specific bonus. I said I would not cheese it, and well, this is not cheesing. This is just planning for the future. Because I definitely need 1 more mouse to handle the forge with a bonus. Oh, that's so horrible. When your colony will get attacked by the bigger waves of zombies, then you'll think, wow, why are my mice not producing more? Why are they so slow? Why is there a riot before I get attacked by a zombie wave? If you watch my previous Let's Plays of the game, I didn't get really far in any of them, but you'll just see a big colony with a lot of zombie attacks, with a lot of riots and a lot of other stuff. I don't think that will happen in this playthrough, because I have things under control from the very beginning right now, and I'm expanding super slow compared to my other games. In the other games I was making progress twice as fast, but just got stuck on the invasion. So the invasions, I have to get better equipment at this point. Means building the Royal Forge, which means I'll need the copper and some other stuff. Then I'm not sure if I should build the trading post or the exploration post. Guess we'll just have to see what comes first. Now, I really dislike doing this, so that's why I'll stop doing it later. Later you can actually teach them these skills. I think you can change the skills of the rabbits by using one of the more advanced buildings, but that's going to be probably 5 or 10 hours into the future. Probably 10 hours. The new feature I haven't really tested. Okay, I'll try one more time. If it doesn't work, that's it. You can also see that it's always on the hard difficulty. And this is one of the most common causes of the game being seeming impossible to play, just because you don't have the proper mice to fill up the jobs. Well, look at that, I got a clumsy one. Fine. I call them new migrants, I call them rejects. Okay, so as you can see, the initial mices are increasing the skills. And this is why losing someone in the later parts of the game is so devastating, because you not only lose a mouse, you lose a mouse that has been leveling up their skills for such a long time. So yeah, it's like losing a character that would be equivalent to the queen. They use a stick to hand, by the way. And then you wonder, you have to ask yourself, why do they get injured so easily? Because they use a stick to hand. Increase the max range as much as I can. So I want the wheat, the grasses, and then the trees. We don't have any berries, tree, mushrooms or other stuff over here. Joy flowers or anything like that. No, let's leave that like that for now. Yeah, this is why we need either a warrior, meaning someone with 30 more HP to be the hunter, or someone who has higher skills. I'll just make them gather the flowers and the grass again. Also, I have to start making proper production things. As you can see, I have no issues over here, so nobody's sad, nobody's hungry, nobody hates us. We are the good guys for now. Okay, working, good. Found the gold and the iron as well, but I have to go deeper and explore. Okay. Ah, look at that, I finally got my productivity mouse. Oh, that's great. Now I think I can build a Royal Forge if I'm lucky enough. Need more charcoal, but the charcoal is constantly used up, so this is why I said I want someone with a little better skill set. Okay, let's start preparing this area as well, because I need to move the tech stone over here, probably, if I don't build something else over there. Yeah, lovely. Everything is going according to my plans, except I will need the pharmacy to make the med beds, which I don't have right now. Actually, it's not that big of a deal. I can survive a little longer without the med beds. I think I just need to... I need to have another butcher shop to process the bunnies into the leather so I can make the tannery, which I think is the better move. Since that will allow the bunnies, not the bunnies, the mice, to have better shoes and carry more things. I need a lot more mice for that. Okay, we'll just research it. And they can be left on their own more or less. I also need to make the school. The school basically, how should I put it? Gives a little joy to mice, but it's more or less for us, because it will give us a bonus to our skills. So the faster you build a school, the faster your stats will grow again. But for that I need these things which are produced in the wood workshop, which I haven't even researched. The barrels, the chairs and the other stuff. I guess the best thing will be to just wait for the next attack and then do the next stuff. Oh wow. Yeah. Trading post. I guess I should go into the training post and the exploration office next. The shrines are also pretty nice, but I never use them. I forgot how they work. The royal kitchen, royal dishes. I might go into that as well. The bell tower just makes them gather so they are not attacked by enemies during an attack. This is all cosmetics, you don't really want any of this. Well, it's not in the beginning. We can make iron gates. Oh, interesting. I guess I could also go into the barracks, but again, nothing really helped me in the beginning. I can also make the traps, but I need to scout for resources, so no. This will need oil. I will want to go into the bathhouse at some point, but that means just saving up for the bathhouse. Well, to be honest, I think we just need to go into the water tank, the mushroom farm, and just search for mushrooms. The Royal Forge, well, I can build it almost anywhere I like. I can build it over here even. At some point I'll have to take care of all of this nonsense over here. Get that. I hope they finish that in time and stop messing around. Oh, the silviculture post is already working. Okay, let's start working on our next little project, which will be a butchery that will only be producing for the other stuff. That grass is so annoying, see? If you're wondering why am I insisting on saving the grass, is because we need that for the clothes. And the flowers will be needed for some other stuff, I forgot what. So, where do I make a new butchery? If I have the space. I can make it over there. Huh. Nah, that's not going to be worth it. Because we need to make an elevator. That means these two spots used by the elevator. I guess I just... But I'm thinking in the future, where would I make the tannery? That will be good enough. Ah, you know, we have flowers on the other side as well, so might as well just do it like this. Take the flower seed. Get the extra points. Okay. Looks like they're very, very busy building stuff. I probably want them to build faster. Okay, that deactivates the buildings, so be very, very careful when you do that. They have this tendency to do very stupid things. I mean, they don't really have to be very good at a job, but if they have good stats, they can certainly fit in. This is not such a bad one, such a bad group, but I cannot accept them. Let's clear up some of this nonsense. I could also just make the elevator, but I think I need the woodworking for that. Boy. Before we start doing that, can you make the royal forge? What? Where are they? I also have to be careful because my soldiers will try and attack them. And if they fall, I have to take them to a bed. It'll be even more wasted time. And I like to just attack them on the edge of a bed they're attacking. Yeah. You don't want to get hit by the ranged attacks, they hurt a lot. One of the soldiers finally came to help us. You can also put the soldiers in a squad, which will make things a lot easier. Oh, that was it? Okay. So it's still in the easy mode, more or less. Yeah, I hope they build that. So they will only make leather over here from bunnies. So that means the bunnies will get used a lot more often. So that means we'll have to hunt ourselves a little bit. Oh boy, we'll not have enough, so make that. Oh, I cannot make the boots just yet, as I need the woodwork as well. Tools, wood workshop. The production lines will get super complicated from this point on, so let's just handle them steady, one at a time. Also making sure I check all of the migrants as soon as I can, but I'm just not getting any ones that I want. Okay, let's check on the food situation a little more, and then I'll be off exploring and building new stuff. Oh, they're actually doing a great job over here. Sorry, bunny. No, that guy was hunting bunnies below. Wow. When did that happen? When was that guy injured? I didn't see it. Summer is here. I forgot we had bunnies over here as well. Okay, let's make another wooden ladder so we don't have to jump that. Oh. Cannot put them in the royal queen bed. What? Small garden. What is a small garden? Grain farm. I get 8 spider webs. That will allow me to build the dew thingies. An interesting quest. I guess the quests are much better than I remember them. Yes, please. Drought. Already the drought? Well, I guess we can make the grain farm if we have it researched. Not my plan, but they have enough beds. Let's rest. We need to rest right now, otherwise I'll forget again. Can I get a moment of peace in here? Yeah, let's fully heal and then we'll have to get ready for the next attack. It's actually pretty late in the game. Usually I make better progress, but I'm weaker in certain aspects. Usually I would cheese the game by not having any soldiers until this day. But I decided to make soldiers earlier so they'll be stronger. Get 1 sandstone just for the research on our way back. An entire city down here. Also get a bee for the research point. Oh no, stop doing that. I hate it when that happens. I think the rabbit holes never heal, so it's so painful to watch. The bees, you can make a bee farm, you can make a lot of stuff. No, don't do that, I just hate that. By the way, you do combos, you don't really do single attacks, so that's why that happens. This is a new resource. And stop that. Looking at the food situation, we're fine for now, but if we use up all of the bunnies, then we'll be in trouble because we're trying to make some leather as well. I'm searching for mushrooms and other stuff, but I guess we have to go deeper. Broken elevator thingy. I don't think I want to go down there. So let me take sand with me. Maybe the rabbit hole does heal, I don't know. Please be good working mice. Yeah, okay. Oh, I said I would build that farm. Let me build it now because I will 1,000,000% forget to build it. I guess we're not going to build a rail station too soon at this rate. Actually, let me do that on my own. They have a tendency to eat the grain before you take it to build a farm, which was horrible many times. I have many bad memories with that happening. Pile of grain. No. Usually that ends up with everyone getting poisoned and everyone being horribly bad and sick, and I don't want that. Ever. Actually, what am I doing? I have a lot of dirt over here. I guess we can farm a little bit. I don't have enough water to sustain it, but if I get the spider webs, I'll be able to build the dew things. Water. How much water do I really have? If I remember correctly, I have 2 water. Also a drought. I don't think we'll see any rain soon. In the next season we'll see the rain. Yeah, this is kind of like a utility thing. I hate that so much. I think I'll just replace them. No, is there any point in replacing this guy? No. I know it's a drought, it's always a drought. I guess I'll just wait until we finish up one of those heat stroke. I forgot what that does. Probably nothing good. Actually, much better when they arrive so fast. I mean, 30 minutes and I think we got 4 or 5 migrants. Also, if you destroy those things, the zombies will respawn another location, but they'll be weaker. So, I guess the idea is if you let the spawners too long, for a long time alone, they'll spawn stronger waves, but if you destroy them, they'll spawn in a location where you don't know where they are. It's complicated. So, what can I make over here? The Bone Club. Keep in mind that this little weapon over here that we have equipped does more damage on the combo. The wooden bow... Yes, but you want cleave attack, you want to have AoE attacks. I don't think the bow has an AoE attack. You get more damage per strength plus 1 strength, but you push the enemies away. Which is not ideal because you want the enemy to stay in place and attack them. And they'll leave you alone. So 12 damage, but it swings super slow. S-Talk will give you 5% speed, but it's not that good. The Arming Sword is great. We have new weapons, the Lightning Rod. Thunderbow, I didn't see those. Yeah, ideally I would want the small sword, so sometimes you want weapons for war, sometimes you want weapons for utility. Noble sword, well I guess some of the stuff was nerfed. Be more in bone, intelligence and damage per extra intelligence. A skull sword, wow, that's dark. Summons a skeleton rat upon enemy defeat. Okay, I want to test this weapon out as well, Ritual Spike. But the weapon I want is the rapier. Oh, that's why I wanted to make the leather. So we want the leather for the rapier. This is what we have equipped, 30% movement speed and 20 HP. So we want this armor, so 6 leather is what we're going for. I don't want anything that reduces my movement speed, which is a big problem. By the way, you can also just equip these items when the attack comes, so you can make them and keep them for later. Shock armor. So cool. 80 HP. Okay. Wait, did we ever sleep? No, I don't think we slept because we got... Okay, that's enough. Oh yeah, we're making the leather. I guess they're just not making it fast enough. Money is okay, everything seems to be okay for now. I'm going to try and preserve as much food as I can. how I hate this, but this is the way it has to be for now. I guess you can upgrade your existing equipment as well, so not only can you upgrade your make new stuff, but you can also upgrade your existing stuff. I want the rapier as fast as possible. Okay, as you can see, everything is getting harvested. The trees have changed their leaves, which is kind of a cool effect, I have to admit that. Okay. Game, please let me make the rapier. We only got 2 leather, okay. This is hard. 3, 2, 1, go. And this at some point was about 10 times harder, and it couldn't be completed by most people. It was so hard. Required to equip this item, so now I have 10% extra speed, and now I want the leather armor. For the extra armor, well, I guess it's not that important. 10% speed might not seem like a lot, but it's a lot. And I can kite better with it. Oh, hello, productivity. This one will not be such a bad choice either. That's not bad. New hope, plus a lot of wood, okay. I think we can rest easy for now and just look at our little kitty growing and getting stronger. Did you ever get the webs for the farm? Did get them, right. So I was super lucky because I got the webs from a quest. That never happened until this point, so it must be something new in the full release. So let's research that so we can start making water, so we can start making the grain farm viable. Which means we'll still need a tank, a reservoir, because you need to build a dew on top of a big container made out of stone. Which is horrible, it takes a long time to do. Bone ladder, why would you want a bone ladder? That's kind of creepy but useful. Because you'd use resources for something else. I think the game is going in the right direction, but at the same point, they just need to introduce a proper campaign with proper missions or just, I don't know, something else. Because this is beginning to look like Craft the World, except Craft the World has specific planets with specific tasks and specific challenges. This one just doesn't seem to have much of a specific challenge, in a way. What does the surveillance post do? Oh. More efficiency, but less happiness. Okay, that's creepy. Gunnery. Well, this is good for producing silk, which is used to produce some other stuff over here. I forgot what you make with silk, but it's probably something for the later parts of the game. You make books. Also need to make the pharmacy so I can make the med beds. So I can make the hospital. As you can see, the road to the hospital is long and tricky, requiring 4 research points. No, we need to go into the woodworking so we can produce the gear needed to make the shoes. And I'll have to stop one of the... what are they called? Yeah, I'll have to Probably destroy one of the... No, maybe I just leave it alone and just stop working on it. One of... What are they called again? Wow, I forget. They're over here. Sawmills. Yeah, one of the sawmills will have to be left without a worker. Okay, that's actually a pretty solid plan. Now, in the royal stuff, do I want something? I guess I should start working on the exploration, but it's so tricky. Because before I start exploring, I need to gather my units, my warriors, in a squad. So they'll actually support me when I'm attacking the enemies. So yeah, okay. This is the plan. So I'll have to play off camera a little bit just to make things a little better and just make sure I find all of the resources I need. Because searching for resources can be so annoying and so long. I also need to basically collect all of the water that is nearby, which is also a very boring task. I guess I should have scooped it when I had a chance. Oh, our first leather sack is ready. Okay, mice with sacks. I guess I can also drain the water reservoirs from there. Yeah, that would also work in case I need a quick supply of water. Weirdly enough, this is one of the better games I had, but it's mostly because I am choosing to play slowly and advance slowly and just be safer than I usually am. Also, this is the first game I played that I don't have problems with my taxes. Let's check the food situation. We have 30 meat, 3 grain. Also, be careful because the food situation is a little bit wonky. So you have 33 food available, but it shows you have over here 61. I'm not sure what they mean by that, because you don't have as much grain. Maybe it counts the whole grain on the map, but that's a little bit tricky to count, because if it's not in the box, they'll not eat it. So be careful. You don't have a colony that is starving and you don't even know it, because it counts all of the grain that is available on your area, in your game area, not what you can eat. Criminal. We have the first criminal, sadly. And that's why I actually made the prison. I need... Well, that's going to be annoying. Huh. Yeah, it's a little better to do it like this. We have our first criminal, sadly. And see you next time. Bye bye.